Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so I'm on DCUO. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm having a lot of fun back in DC. It's been my go-to game for years, actually, on and off. But I was absent for years. But then I was just like, I should just play some DC Universe since I'm not on Elder Scrolls Online as frequently now. But hey, man, it's actually not so bad. I'm actually having a very good time. So yeah. With that being said, I'm gonna break down incentives because where would a game be without incentives? I often ask this. Like, a game can be very fun to play, but if it doesn't have something to keep us playing, especially like the same content or incentivizing anything, we wouldn't be playing it continuously. And that's one of the things that MMOs really do very well is keep us playing the same content. So, and why? Because they offer us incentives to do such. I know it's crazy. It's nuts. I actually did that, so I don't need it. But I was like, what would we do? What would we do? What would we be doing in an MMO if we didn't have incentive? Cypher, what's up? Hope everything's well. The funny thing about it is we have to do something to keep us occupied, to keep us playing the content. Whether or not the content's fun or anything, once we do it, why do we continuously play the same content? Well, in most games, it's because there's something in a dungeon or some sort of currency that we need to progress. It's all about progression or getting a certain set to be able to be a better player. So it's about progression, always. It's always going to be about progression. Actually, I'm going to go do my event really quick while I'm waiting for the queue. I will be doing quite a bit of number of things in today's stream. But it comes back to the incentives, man. It's always about that. I tell people it's like going to work, right? And you realize, I'm okay with my job. I don't want that loadout, but hold on 1 second. Just did a new loadout for this tune. All right. We're going to go with my corrupted Batman for this one. But what I like about this game specifically, it has a very defined... Linear games are very farm fest, right? And it sucks because you replace one set for another set. That's why I left World of Warcraft, because every time there was a new expansion that came out, my hard work went for nothing. Now, it finally changed, and now you can get the skins once you unlock and whatever, which is kind of cool. But World of Warcraft's linear. This game is linear. Linear games, you replace gear sets, right? Because it's part of the progression system. Now, what I like about in this game, everything that you do is still contributed to your SP points. Come on. Yeah, might as well get that. So we always have some sort of like progression system, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could lie to you, but I'm not going to. Dude, over here. Gets this one first. Why? And the wrong button is why. go, let's go. It's an escape from the hard, shitty day and age. People need to vet in video games allowed the escape safely. I always say, at least I'm not a bar. Yeah, right. At least I'm not in a bar getting drunk or doing drugs. Absolutely, man. And that's the perfect example, isn't it? We all have, you know, our things that we like to do, but at least I'm not doing something that's harmful to myself or the people around me. Absolutely. But, you know, we have to do what keeps us, what's keeping us playing a specific product, you know? That becomes the better question when we take a look at something like that. Why do we enjoy a game? Usually it comes back down to the incentives, what that game's really providing for us as players. And I feel like if, you know, a game company didn't offer the incentive, we'd be like, well, this sucks. I've done all the content. I've progressed as far as I can. So there's got to be something involved. Now, what I liked about sandbox MMOs, and I'll get into this, sandbox MMOs have little incentive, but it's very much player controlled. And it usually goes back down to like a PvP element is why players play it, and there can be incentives implemented. So it's not to say that there can't be incentives. The question of it is, you know, what type of incentives are they implementing? Okay, I just need one more of these stupid mask apparitions. All right, cool. We already completed that yesterday. Now I can queue up for the event. I can switch my build out. My loadout. I got the ghostly aura on this tune, so I had to redo everything for him. I also like it in this game that, you know, that we do have, like, style pieces. So you can get styles, whatever. I'm not a big fluff person, but hey, man, sure.
This is now a suicide squad operation. Members of Task Force X will be assisting you until the
But, like, sandbox games have different type of incentive than your linear games. And open-ended, like one thing that Elder Scrolls Online did really well is it took the theme park elements of linear game to give it a more open-ended aspect to the sandbox appeal, allowing players to take their characters and develop it as they chose, right? Meaning the gear they selected, the type of armor, all of these different elements. For me, it's being able to take part in creating that character and watching them become more powerful and able to do things right. Absolutely, Cypher. I definitely agree, brother. Freaking cat. Get off me. what you create something, it becomes an extension of you, and it's amazing being able to dream and wish you could live in a world like that. Right? I don't know if I wish I could live in a world like that, but definitely I agree that it does become an extension of you. Like, one thing I really enjoyed about this game was coming back to it after all this time and seeing my characters still there, right? That was kind of an amazing aspect when I walk into a game I haven't been into in a while, and I was able to be like, oh, hey, man, look, my shit's still there. I played this on PS4, but not PC. PS4 and PlayStation play together. So they're actually, it's been like that for a couple years now. But when they cross-platformed, Xbox still has their own server, but PlayStation and PC play together. So that's kind of a nice thing. It never was that way. It was shortly after PS4 was released. I actually played on both platforms at one time because they had separate servers, but now I just play on my PC. And sometimes I wish I could access this on my PlayStation. Unfortunately, I can't because they have different logins. The same server, but different logins. So I can't log in from that. Not too bad since I'm not a DPS. But I still enjoy the game, man. It's like, a lot of people are like, it's the combat. Like, people are like, why do you keep coming back to this? I'm like, the content's very well done. Repetitive, instance-based. There are some negative aspects to the game. But the combat is really good. They're very well, almost balanced. You could play a support class and a DPS with each one. I just feel like I really enjoy that about this game. Of course, you know, and I get to save templates through the armory system, which is also pretty flipping awesome. So I really do enjoy that aspect of the game immensely, being able to just do that. Well, yeah, I have been scammed for $4 when I opened a Paradox time, but they fixed it. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, the time capsules are kind of cool. I like it because it's fluff, right? It's not like a required part of the game, but it's fluff, and it incentivizes. It helps support the company, you know, keeping it in production. And I feel like out of all the Daybreak games that's going on, like PlanetSide 2, in my opinion, is still a damn good PvP game. You know, it's a shame that, you know, a lot of players don't play as much. But it is still probably one of my most favorite shooter, and I don't play shooters a lot. But given the sheer scale of PlanetSide 2, it's amazing. Like PvP game, like it's like shooter siege type warfare. It's amazing, and I feel like that product's well done. EverQuest has been kind of timed down, you know, a little bit, and this game has kept up with the times. You know, it really has. You know, as far as graphic, combat, things like that. They also level the playing field and allow anyone the chance to become great and accepted no matter who they are. It doesn't depend on what you look like or how strong you are. Yeah, definitely in the community. I used to hate time capsules. Yeah, I can understand, you know, why people would hate it or not enjoy the time capsules. The time capsules to me is just fluff. And given the fact that you could still earn some, it's kind of cool. I've opened up some time capsules. My RNG got actually pretty good on some of them. So I kind of like that, and the simple fact that it stacks, except the Resurgence. The Resurgence has a time limit, but it's understandable because Resurgence, you know, brings in all those previous time capsule episodes, so it allows you to try to, you know, cash in on some of that fluff and stuff that you missed out on. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool thing, but at the same time, do I feel like, you know, it makes or breaks the game and the player? No. Like, a lot of people in this game make everything about SP. SP is important. I'm not saying it isn't, but seriously, like, it's only very minute fraction, literally the way they redesigned it. I actually missed the weapon specialization system because you could definitely tell between your rotation meant something a little bit more back then, because you'd want to proc your weapon specialization to get your boost, right? In your healing, your controller, or your DPS. Your combos meant something a little bit more. But now they put that more towards gear-based, towards the linear progression and the artifacts and the affinity system, which is fine. It's fine. But it definitely, I think, brought back some of the, I feel like, the easier elements of the game from which it originally started. Like, you'll get a bonus damage for hitting your combo, but if you miss out, at least you're not missing out on the ability modifier. So to me, that was kind of like, okay, cool deal. I mean, I guess. I mean, at least my modifier is being adjusted through my gears, either my layer or my gear system. So, I mean, it all works out somehow. Somehow. All right. I have a Demon's Fang. Okay, well, always what I do is I'll switch back to my main. And then I can queue up some 4-mans and some stuff and whatever else have you. And I already collected this, so I don't need that. And yes. It's a small upgrade. We'll take it. I'm not worried about slotting it at the moment, but we'll take it. Because I got to upgrade my armory when I do such. Okay. So I need some RNG stuff. I still have Manta Time Capsule. If I get the Say gear, you can have some. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I also like that you can get stuff from time capsules and you can trade and sell on the market. You can't sell to the vendor, but that's kind of a cool aspect. But I was like, okay, it says can't sell. Can you sell in the marketplace? Yep, absolutely. I was like, bad ass. I definitely got to get some stuff. I need marks and stuff like that. I'll be queuing up quite a bit of this. Themyscira Divided I don't need, though. That's one thing I don't need. Because I was farming Themyscira before I left. All of these could be such a pain. Trigon's pretty fast. Like, if you want to in and out of something, these two for the feats can be hard to queue up. We can get a bonus for the League of Assassins. I think I still need some stuff from here. Yeah, no, thank you so much. I'm enjoying myself, man. I really am. We'll go on. I can always get some stuff from on. I'll queue all of it, all of this. I don't care. Except Smallville. Fuck Smallville and fuck Ace. Sometimes I like going in and helping new players too. Because you got new players coming in every day. Your same gear. You meant, yeah. I figure that's what you meant. No, definitely. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm really liking it. I'm having a good time, man. I really am. Legends, I have to pay attention to the Legends stuff. I already got my raids in for the week. What's farming? Farming means going in and trying to get the missing gear that you don't have for your collections. So we used to farm, like, doing the same old dungeons for your missing gear, like Sector, Incinerary, or, I might need that set. There's a set piece I need out of it, or Aliens or something, But there's always, like, that one piece. So when you're going to do old content, it's because you're farming for something. That's what it means. It's like you're looking for something, specifically. I still remember when you didn't get your own loot. It was, you know, they used to have to roll on each piece. I still remember that. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Taking over this situation. This team is now operating.
Okay, I'm gonna switch.
I've recruited some members of Task Force X to assist. Get the job done.
The events are cool. We're getting ready for Atlantis. In Atlantis, it'll be interesting because a lot of players do not want a repeat of Starro. And I understand. I love that look, though. I like my little look. It kind of, you know, it's different, but it's cool.
I'm going to hit the showers. Don't worry. You're in good hands.
You're in good hands. Thank you, Donna.
I'll go join Gar in the control room and we can begin our session.
Absolutely. The problem of this game is you get tired of playing the same one and you're begging for the new content. When the new content comes out, it's great. So I could probably go to Titan Island, do some of those quest lines and stuff. There are a bunch of stuff. I still need to go to Central City and kill like paradoxes or something for an event or for one of my feeds. Oh, come on. I'm Butterfingers at the moment.
Something stinks in here. Oh, it's you guys.
This is the last mistake you'll ever Dependence on teammates is your weakness.
One thing I love about this, I love the different build applications you can do, the different loadouts. That's kind of a very cool aspect as well.
Wow, you guys all suck.
Go ahead.
Man, they made her really bitchy. And it's not too bad. He's not beating me by too bad. Yo, Kel, what's up?
Let's take a moment to talk and enough with this child.
I'm just doing some stuff.
It's time
We're talking about incentives today. You know, why do we keep playing one specific product? What keeps us involved in a game? And I think it always comes back down to the incentives. You know, why does players want to play that game? I mean, you play a game for a few months, right? You get so far. But what keeps you interested? And I think that comes back down to the incentive aspect or the interaction of the community, or there's something to the element of the game. And I always say a game could have the best combat, but without content and without incentives, players will bail. You have to have the incentive there. You have to keep them locked in.
to evaluate if you were worthy to be on my team.
Absolutely, Robin. I completely understand.
Oh no! The simulator
Little spoiled
has
bastard.
all the safety overrides.
Oh, looky, I just climbed up the DPS chart. Yay!
I will get you out. No! The doors are
Save the save those satellite blasts.
Go for help.
See if the controls inside the simulator.
Drink it up, drop the supercharge, and just go ape shit.
Human safety protocols disengaged.
Recruits, fight as though your lives depend on it.
Your lives depend on it. Well, thank you.
Watch yourselves. That's Major Force. We're all headed to not very far. As we say on Pentagram, money is stuff far as we describe that.
One thing I love about this build that I did, it like plays like the old school like rotation cooldown system. Pushes out a lot of damage. I can put out just a little weapon combos. Like I said, to most people that don't know how to play this game, there is quite a nice intricacy to the play style and everything you can do once you kind of figure out your modifier and shit. Of course, you know, my league, we played, I think, my previous league. I run a league now, very small, hardly anybody's on. It's disappointing. Probably see if I can grow it here in a little bit, or maybe down the road. But, fucking pollen.
You're between a rock and a hard.
Threat level 9. See, and then he just beat me again. Damn it! Get anything good from your battleground leaderboard score? I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't play this weekend like I wanted to because my grandkids were over. And then on top of it, my bank's full. Like I don't have my ASO plus, so I haven't even checked my mail. I can't even open my mail. Okay, we're gonna drop every trinket in the book. Weapon box. I could use some new weapons, especially on this tune. I think I need new guns.
We have a problem.
We got a problem, Titans.
All of our security and defense protocols are going haywire. I need eyes on the ground out there, ASAP.
I don't like Cyborg's new look. God dang! Every time I look at it, I'm just like, ugh. Not too bad. Not too bad. And we always want to take a look at our currency, because that's our incentive in this game. Currency, currency, currency. Spend it when you get it is the motto of this game. Not spend it while you have it. Spend it when you get it. Spend it when you get it. It's kind of cool. All right, so we're going to open up my new gun, because I need a new gun on this tune. I got a staff yesterday, so I was on for a minute, and I was like, went into the vault, and I actually got, and I was like, sweet. I mainly did all my little quest little things, like whatever. So I was like, All right. Yes, please. I'll take the weapons, man. All right. So, anytime you're going to play this game. So, bro, Phoenix, what's up? Not much, just playing. We're talking about incentives and, you know, what keeps players playing. You know, and the thing is, no matter what game you're into, I don't care what game you're into. You can be into Trolls Online. You know, hey, you know, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? If that's your game and that's your I'll upgrade, like, well, I'll slot the thing later. But there's another thing I need to do while I'm here. 1 second. So we're going to go back to our healer loadout. Loadouts in this game. I cannot stress your loadouts. Get an armory. You'll get one free for the lair. And then you really, really want to get another armory. I mean, you can have up to 4 builds per character, 4 loadouts. You can have multiple bases to specialize if you wanted to do that. If that's your thing, if you're only going to have one toon, I wouldn't suggest if you're going to have more than one. But, hey, you know, hey. Okay, so we know we got the hands and, of course, my ring. We're going to check out my ring here. Hell to the yeah. E to the is O, B to the is A. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Okay, so I need hand socket. I think everything else has been socketed. I almost had the entire Drowned Pirate set. Like I said, my RNG was really, really good. Because as soon as I seen like some of the stuff with that curse, I was like, man, I've got to get a couple of these. My RNG was really good. Really, really good. So... all right. Oh, heal yourself. I'm a healer. Just might as well offer a little self-healing to back it up. Back that ass up. Okay, then what do we do every time we do an upgrade? We save it. My thing is to fight to win. I want to see a YouTuber's arena channel. Yeah. In what game? What product? Because some games have arenas and some don't. Some are better for PvP than others, you know. And some, like I said, I feel like certain games do PvP really well in MMOs, and then the other ones just kind of like, ouch. Like, I don't give a shit about balance. I just care about counterplay most of the time. Everybody cries about balance. I don't give a shit about balance. You know, if I have a way, if I can make it skill based, I can beat anything with a damage output. Question of it is there counter to it? That becomes the question. All right. Oh, Star Labs. Looky. Here we go. I might not even heal this. I might just go. If it's Star Labs, I'll probably bust the hell out of it. Bro, I've been posting arena after arena. What can I do to get more people to join PvP League DC in all versus games? As far as like content, well, one thing about it is streaming and then going to the official forums and advertising what you're doing. We have a 2-something. Yeah, but I'll probably just go DPS anyways. I mean, you really don't. If you need heals in this, with a 200 and something and a 150, we got issues. Why would somebody drop? This is like the most cakeist. I feel like my pull doesn't work so good in this. Certain things just have resistance. Ivan, there's not a single counter to mental. I see, that's what I'm talking about. I feel, well, because of the stun locking. That's the one thing I said that this game needs. I'm like, this game would be badass if they do two things. Stun locking being one of them. It's only the stun locking issue that this game struggles in that aspect. That's why everybody quit. It wasn't the fact of block break or dodge roll or any of the other aspects. It was literally the whole aspect to like stun locking. I mean, it's fun. Legends is fun and stuff. Like me and my friend, when we first came in here, we used to be an open world PvPer, and open world PvP is dead as fuck because everything's instance based. Like, why don't, and I'm not going there. I'm not giving out my hand. They'd have to pay me. They'd have to pay me, god dang it. Tired of giving out free advice. Okay, I think we're clear.
Foul creatures, release the light to us.
No, it's not. Fuck, come on, man. Who pulled in what room? Because I can't find a flipping thing.
Stop Brainiac from reaching the
And the invis one shot. Right. There is quite a number of stuff that the game kind of pooched it. Am I missing something? There it is.
Welcome to Star Lab. Please use the computers near the doors for access.
Well, yo, let's go. I wonder if we could do both sides. That'd be awesome.
Get us out of here.
That 249 is just going to kill everything. I love the combat in this game. Every power has its edge. You got to work it some more in PvE based. Good for PvE and PvP. PvP is an issue, man. It's not like there are issues for counter. I mean, not counter, but like the counter plays here. Okay, we have block breaks, we have dodge rolls, we have, you know, those are the base counters. The problem is there's the CC effect to certain abilities. Like quantum stunning was so big. Like people would even try to get the bonus. I said, fuck the bonus. I'm just going to run up a quantum stunner. And it fucking worked. Like you wouldn't, by the time you even realized, you were dead. You're dead. They're getting AoE dropped on your head with a stun lock. And you break the stun lock, that wasn't the issue. You're in a giant pool of whatever, and then he applies another ability off the GCD to what? To apply the other stun. Now you're on cooldown with Trinket if you pop the Trinket. And it's like, fuck me, man. It's not about the damage output. I mean, seriously, when me and my dudes went in this, we always said, dude's like, oh, it's dealing way more. I'm like, it's not the fucking damage. It's the fucking stun system in this game. That's the only thing that needs fixed. They need to have an immunity, a more applied immunity towards the stun effects. That's it. Once you pop a Trinket, you should have like a good, 4 or 5 second immunity, not like 2-second immunity. You're gonna die. You're fucked anyways. That was the problem. I hate this part. This dude takes so fucking long. But that was the issue. True, but the last revamp really screwed some powers up like Ice and Sorcery. Go into an arena with one of those and it's auto loss every time, no matter the gear or SP. Yeah, well, and that's the funny thing. Like, that's it. I mean, like you have to have CCs to an effect, and I agree with that, because CCs, you know, have an important aspect, but to the defensive game, not to the offensive. Like Hard Light's all about fear and lockdown to play to the range. If you're going to PvP with Hard Light, that's how you're going to play Hard Light. It's been that way from the get. You know, anything gets on top of you, you fear them, you range the fuck out of them, hit the construct combo, and watch their ass sink. You know, that's pretty much the way it's been with Hard Light. I used to PvP main on my Hard Light because it was just too fucking easy. It was too fucking easy to do Hard Light for the longest time. You know? And then there's, like you said, there's other classes that struggle, right? Because they have their radius of area of effect is limited. I mean, it's just limited. PvP in this game could be great. Plus quantum or mental, just use 2 powers. Yeah, it's the lock effect. Like, seriously, I have no problem with the abilities. No problem with the damage. It's not the damage, it's not the abilities. It's literally the effect in coming off your GCD on a trinket. You're fucked. You're fucked. Celestial is still OP in PvP because it's ranged. Everything's about ranged. If you're going to play up close, I think the only close game PvP, well, I feel like there's a couple, but one of the closest I've seen since I've been back and I messed around is Atomic.
Thanks for the save.
Atomic's got so much sustain just to be up close. It's ridiculous. Then you add the quirk modifiers. Oh, fuck. I mean, you better be able to... You better hope that this dude makes a mistake and decides to hit block. Shit, I fucked that up. Block. Boy, this 2-something's just ripping. Long combo does 1.5k. Yeah, after modifier has been applied. Alright. That's not how much Celestial's been dumbed down mental, and Quantum is top power. Quantum, well, here's the thing about Rage. You can make a Rage build, but the CC doesn't apply unless you're melee. So if you're going to do Rage, you're always going to go melee with it. Problem of it is if you don't build it right, and you get that Rage burn, you're fucked. One time I was trying to PvP with Rage, and I fucked up my rotation. I got Rage burned. And I killed myself. I was like, well, that just blows. Yeah, I killed myself. Atomic can't even be in this combo. It is not even considered a loss when you fight Atomic. I know. But what I'm saying is, most of the melee game, every class can play melee, but how many can do it effectively? Because it comes back to the CC, the CC immunity. It's not about the CCs itself. It's the immunity application. That's what needs to be fixed. That's it. That's one of the only things. That's it. It's not even that hard. You don't have to adjust the abilities, the skills. You have to affect the immunity. And it's like, wow, man, come on, guys. How many years have you guys been doing this? Seriously. I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, it gets a little, I guess, depressing sometimes. And Rage combos are no longer blockable. Well, yeah, because if they spew that fucking shit on the ground, you're getting screwed. That's one thing I hate. I love the idea of me trying to PvP with Rage, but like I said, I kill myself, you know, whatever. But yeah, you spew it, you jump them, you spew them, you stun them, they die. Pretty much. Rage can heal and do damage. Yeah. But that's what the thing. Like, one dude actually lived somehow through my shit, and I messed up, and I rage crashed. Like, I tried to and once I rage crashed, I was like, nah. Not anymore in PvP. I can control a lot more things in PvE, but rage crashing in PvP is just sucky. Like, if you rage crash, during a fucking in PvP, I mean, I know there's a lot of good Rage players out there, would never make that mistake, so that was my bad. But honestly, I was like, oh, I don't even know how in the fuck people can do this. Atomic isn't nothing to be upset about. It's a mediocre power, easy. Yeah, but it's the combos for that, you know? Once they get their CC off and they get the quirk modifier, it's game over. Every ability has its little every power set has its little quirk, right? And I agree with Ivan on that. I think it was somebody mentioned that. Every power set has its quirk. The problem of it is, like, I haven't PvP'd in a while just because a lot of people haven't been doing it. And the reason people aren't doing it, it comes back down to the one thing. One, we don't have incentives. Attended my internship interview today. Nice. You think it went well, Jack? I honestly, like, I haven't PvP'd any lately because besides Last Laugh, we have no incentive to PvP. None. I mean, after you get so many marks and you get your top set, your top gear, I mean, what else is there? You know? And it comes back to that. I mean, let's get some incentives. I have a couple ideas. I'm not talking about it because, hey, man, Daybreak and DC don't want to listen to me, but hey, whatever.
Star Labs has dedicated personnel working around the clock to provide you with dedicated defensive technologies.
The sad fact of it is I use Atomic. People rage on me for it. But truth is, I always say, good fight. Yeah, I mean, well, and I don't feel like the PvPers in this game, because they're old school. Majority of the people who decide to PvP in DC are old school PvPers, and we're aware of the problems. We're well aware of the issues. Congrats, Jack, even though I don't know you. And when's the last time PvP? No, PvP hasn't had an update. Oh, well, we got a couple new arenas a couple years ago, but there's been years. They gave up on PvP. It's an aftermath. World PvP, like, it's pretty sad when I see heroes over on the other side of the city hoping to see, a villain fuck up just so they can open world PvP, because we have zones, man. What the fuck's the point, you know? What is literally the point? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Ivan. Like, honestly, man, I just feel like the game has potential to be one of the best PvP games of all times, because we have counterplay. You know how many games get money, Jack? That's a power move to the top, bro. Right. I feel like there's a lot of... This game could be one of the best PvP games if they fixed two things. If they fixed two little things, it would... Because you know how many games struggle with even being able to counter blocks? This game has it. This game already has, like, the counter to block system. It's like, what the fuck, man? I mean, seriously? You guys figured out how to put a viable block break in here. Viable. Have the CC effect, right? And then all of a sudden, you don't incentivize it, and you don't work on the only problem the game has, and that's the stun immunity. It's like, why? Why? Why didn't you do it? Why?
Continue on and take out that fear battery. I will fall back to assess the situation.
I mean, it's just like, wow. Want more experience? That's what internship definitely gives you. Plus, it looks good on a resume. Real life can't go nowhere without experience. Awesome. Awesome, Jack. Dude, that was awesome. I love it. I hope another person comes up here and grabs this other one. Okay, this is what I'm here for. Any piece I need. No. R&D recipe I don't have. And I hate when these things roll. Just stop.
These components are fragile.
Yeah, stop! I can't pick it up.
Isn't going to make it easy. More of his drones are on the way. But you're not afraid, are you?
Somebody get the other one, Dorcases. God, I hate when we're like doing something like this. We're helping these lobies out, and all they're doing is running around when they could be doing this after. It's like, come on, man, we're helping you guys. Can you guys at least carry the third for us? A full 101 PvP can beat a noob with no PvP gear once he reaches level 30. Well, they need to cap that. All they can do, they can cap that easy. I mean, they can reduce the cap system. That's an easy fix. That's not hard. That's not hard at all. Weapon skills count. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, hello. All they have to do is just remove... If they remove the weapon system and cap it down, that'd be fine. It would be fine. That'd be the easiest fix ever. Just cap it down. I'm sure a lot of people would complain and but for have viable PvP, just get rid of the weapon system. Done. Okay. Put down the immunity to affect the CC effect and give us incentives. And then there's one more big element, but I'm keeping that one under wraps. They just spam atomic win or mental. Well, it's the way the combo's set up, man. The game ain't perfect, but it's our game. DC almost 10 years old. DC is a part of your gamer life. DC is the game I come back to. Always. It still holds. There's not even new games that hold as much as DC does. They're still pushing out new content. It's a little, you know, light, but they're still pushing out new content. The combat system is still better than some system. This game has better graphics than World of Warcraft, for God's sakes. It has better combat than World of flipping Warcraft. It has better graphics and better combat. It's like, pfft. And World of Warcraft still like going strong. Just grab the other one. And there's new players always playing. You know how many new players, like new kids, get on this game from console who have an Xbox or PlayStation at home and they try it? I feel a little crazy about the Xbox community because I really wish Sony would get off their little asses so Daybreak could bring this into the fold for like a full cross-platform. Because if they did that, Xbox players would be playing a lot more. There's like if Sony gets off their shit now, I've heard that there was one game that's been finally cross-platform to all three. And if Sony can do that and Daybreak offer a very small percentage for all purchases on the platform, like say if people buy DC Cash Cow, thank you so much Thank you. This game holds, man. It's like there is like older games that doesn't hold even a quarter as much as this game, and that's the thing. And new games. And how many hero games do we have? You know, how many? No, not much. I think there's 2 in the market. And only 1 on consoles. Thank you so much for that donation, Cal. I appreciate it. Got it. Could have given me a mark. They need to incentivize more marks grabs for like vet players coming into these old ones. Because unless I need one specific piece of gear, I'm not whatever. Dude, look at that. 1 mil. I knew that 2 something was going. He's probably got his affinity up there. He's just in here like, man, he's probably looking for something. That's why we come back to this old content. Plus, it's really cool actually, like, you know, playing with older players. Like newer players, I mean. So the community does really good. You're a villain, bro? I'm mainly a villain. I'm mainly a villain. I play more villains than heroes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes. 4. And though my one hero looks kind of really, really cool. I ended up getting the Phoenix material. I got the Phoenix material and I was like, oh my god, that is like sick. That is like really sick. Alright. I don't need Themyscira Divided. I am not doing Themyscira Divided. I will do Tragon though. Just for the bonus, I'll do this one. Courthouse. I like Courthouse play. Coastal City. I think I got everything in Coastal City too. Oon, man. You can get just the one piece is worth doing an Oon for. Oolong. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 things in Oolong I need. Hall of Doom for the bonus. And then Area 51 because I think there's like 1 or 2 pieces of the alien tech maybe I need. Maybe. Okay. And then we got that. Now, also, 2-mans. I can go up in my 2-mans now. I never farm in 2-mans. Ever. Ever. It's almost a waste to do it in that way. I always just go for feats. That's the only reason I come in this bitch. I'm like, what are you doing? Just put it there for feats. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Demon's Pit. That one shouldn't be too bad. I'll hold off on these other ones. I already got all these because that's, like I said, I used to farm for that. I don't know if I need the feats from these ones. Kingdom's Arena, maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Classics. I think maybe there's a split personality, like 1 or 2 pieces I needed that. I don't know if I have all of that. Flashback. I think I got all those ones. Star Lab Satellite. Everything's instance-based in this game. Okay, so if anybody asks me, like, I love it when people go through the watchtower, right? And they see an empty watchtower. People are like, where is everybody? The game's died. It's like, listen, man. Okay, I play villain and I play hero. And when I'm in the hero, definitely there are less people in the watchtower than the Hall of Doom. Problem of it is, they're all everywhere else. They're in there. Look, am I in the Hall of Doom right now? No. I'm not even in the Hall of Doom. I'm in my lair, right? And once you get amenities, the only time you need to go to the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom is for quest or friggin' vendors. That's it. That's it. That's all. Once you get your amenities, you're friggin' like, what? Hall of what? Watchtower what? So literally, that's why it's dead in those two places. The hubs, what we call the hubs, like nobody's in there, but there's thousands of players playing this game. It's probably more. Like there's quite a bit of players still playing this. I have no problem in the evenings and prime time getting a queue. If I hit it like less than 2 minutes, bam, I'm in there. You know, I'm in that bitch. I love when people PvP phase in Gotham. Yeah, but nobody's there. It's like it's all zoned. There's an easy fit. There's a fix to it. I'm just not giving it out. There is a fix to all that. I'm just not saying how to do it.
Choose one of these soldiers for me to drain. Their sacrifice will provide me an element I can use to our advantage.
I'm just not telling them how to fix it.
Sensing something from the west, but you decide which path. I don't want to take the blame for it if you're wrong.
Before Elder Scrolls did weapon combos with abilities, this game had it first. That's all I can say. It still does better. Look at my combo. Oh, look. Instead of just heavy and light attacking, I get... Shit, I'm sorry. How does a new game not have better combat? How? How? I keep asking myself, why does this game keep getting played? Because new games don't even have as good a combat. It just sucks. It gets me depressed, actually. I get depressed.
In this day, the dregs are weak. Let's put an end to them quickly.
Yeah. I'm on it. Shield saves lives. Shields save lives. Especially if you're going to go melee. Damn it. Yeah, you get that. That's what we go for. Challenge. I know it's little. I like a challenge. I gotta know, is there a change we could get a scrimmage? Who, me? I'm not much of a challenge. I haven't PvP'd in forever in this game, Phoenix. I mean, seriously, I'd have to break off some old dust, try to find my gear, which is on another tune. There's a lot I need to do to get back into PvPing in this game. I mean, seriously, like, I haven't even really thought about too much PvP. I've been legend PvPing a little bit, but like at one time I really enjoyed my PvP, like in this game, at one time. But unfortunately, after much frustration with the little thing. And the funny thing about it is it's been suggested, I think, by another player, if I remember right, years ago. It was like, all you have to do is apply the CC immunity to this point. And he was like, right on. I was like, yep, that's all that has to be done for this PvP. That's it. Like, and then it'd be skill-based. It would be skill-based. It was not the damage. It wasn't. Me and my dude tested, like, I don't know how many power sets, and literally was seeing a similar damage output when the combos would hit. But the problem of it was, the problem goes back, I'll get that in a minute. The main problem of it was literally, the immunity timer and the different CC applied effects. Because it was just the issue. That was it. It wasn't like anything major.
Curses! The resource is not here either.
Certain things are still clippable in this game, but clipping has definitely taken on a... Like, I feel like the animation definitely changed towards the clips. Sorry about that. I think that necklace is way under. I don't need Dom. All right. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. See, I could clip the shield and my buff at the same time. Bye, homie. See you later. Yeah, definitely, Phoenix. Get a hold of me. You might get me back into PvPing. You definitely might get me back into it. Not to say I'll ever beat you. Like I said, it's been a while, but there's a couple things I feel like if they do it, that this PvP, like I said, it'd be off the chain, man. Fuck that up. Like, I'd like to get back into PvP in the game.
Mr. Miracle, I will enjoy tearing the life from you before I take this resource to Darkseid. Then I will rule the Insect Empire.
No one from Apocalypse will get this resource, especially not Darkseid.
Stack them up. Dude, I don't even need a heal, man, but thank you. Yes. Definitely go in for Styles.
This ancient resource now belongs to Lord Darkseid.
Yes! Oh, hail Darkseid!
Not failing him was most definitely in your best interests.
Yes! Oh, hail Darkseid. Whatever. No, I don't need whatever. About 600k. Almost. A little under. It's okay. Could be better. Could be a lot better. But I don't mainly DPS. But in duos, I don't play support classes in duos. There it is. And I think the other one's locked still on the other side, I wanted to say. So I'll have to come back. Have to go to a meeting at work. Have a great stream, brother. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you for that donation. Much appreciated. Much love. Thank you. Thank you.
Why won't you obey Granny? The other children are happy to have the orphanage as their home. Last time you tried to escape, your punishment was 6 hours of reconditioning.
Reconditioning. All right. Okay, courthouse. Sweet. Sign me up. Okay, let's see if we got any new styles going down. Druid. Druid. Had I known. Had I known! I wish they would tell you the type above there. Look, 200 and something. Oh, Haley.
Aware of our arrangement. Cooperate with the members of Task Force X, or I yank the leash connected to that collar.
I was raiding with Haley last night and a couple of people. I probably should go with my range build with this. I think I'm going to. Let me switch it out. Anytime you're always coming back into this, it's just simple RNG. Nothing complex about it. I wish they'd scale us down, though. Like, they can scale forward, so just scale us down. Tone it down a little bit. I'm not saying all the way, but a little bit would be better than something. Well, if these guys don't have the feet, they sure will. This feat's easy. Well, by now. You want all human court. You don't want any friggin' Brainiac sympathizers. Yes, start the trial. Okay, you go that way. I'll go this way.
In on the comm frequency. You may have to go through the motions to get out of this one. They put you on trial for crimes
against Brainiac.
trying to tamper with the jury pool. I think you should get some friendly faces on the jury to help your chances.
Okay. Now, once you kill the carriers, then you come over here, you grab the humans. Trapped humans. Fuck. Okay, I'll kill him in a minute. Yes, it will be. It will be. It will be. We will seat the court. I promise. I promise. I promise. You just don't want them to get in and whatever. Yeah, if you can break it up to 2-2, you'd be better. I got it. Okay, you want it? Okay, that's fine. Go, 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 go. You can get it. We just don't want any brainiacs on the court. The next one's a little bit more of a bitch. You have to bring them down together at the same time. You go get that. I'll kill. Don't worry. This thing will not get close, I promise.
The court will now be seated.
One more. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go get it, go get it, go get it. Go, 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 go.
Do you promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you, Brainiac?
So help you, Brainiac? Absolutely. Dead. The thing already died. It was like, oh shit. Breakdown material, I guess.
Well, that was fun. Now let's turn
Pass.
to the graviton emitters. There's 2 emitters on a single network. You'll have to work together to disable them.
Okay. She's taking that side. I'm going to take this side. The lobies should be staying together. The higher levels should just kind of be doing their own thing. I got it, Haley. Oh. Please begin.
These attorneys take things quite literally. Find and destroy evidence or a brainiac witness to create a loophole in their shield.
Mr. Defense Attorney, present your closing arguments. Bail Trial has concluded. Your colleagues praying for you. Proceed to my chamber.
Alright, let's see what we got. Gloss box, black piano, sure. Cakewalk.
Welcome to my chambers. Guards, secure the accused as I prepare to pronounce their sentence.
Sure.
This is a travesty of justice.
Damn it.
I have no choice.
You, what's up? What are you doing, Gooch? Not too bad. I mean, 300,000. You just came in to say bye? That's what you just came in here for? At least you said hi. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother. Now, somebody did ask me, like, if I'm planning on going back to Elder Scrolls, and I am. I think in November I will be going back. So I'm kind of, you know, I'm going to check out the new Atlantis, and then I'll probably go back to Elder Scrolls so long as certain things just get checked in, you know, whatever. Like, the funny thing about it is it comes back down to this for me, and it always does, is what's got my attention at the moment? How much time and effort do I need to put into something? And what's the company doing? And there are certain times that, you know, like I say, you know, I'm going to stick my ground in certain aspects. And you was on your way out? Oh, cool. Well, dude, I was going to hop on yesterday and the grandkids came over. I was like, son of a bitch. And I still ducked through me an invite because people have a tendency to use, when they use my PlayStation, because the kids watch cartoons on my television, when they use it, they don't log into another one. No. They use mine, and then people think I'm online. And I'm like, I told you guys there's like all these different profiles. I'm surfing my morning streams. Oh, nice. Now, are there quite a bit in the... I know most streamers are afternoons. Okay, cool. I'll go melee with this build. With this one. Alright, let's do it. My corrupted Batman.
Guess who's Starfire? Wait, what? This ain't Starfire's group. What are you punks doing here?
Whoa, looks like somebody's lost their tour group. It's time to show Big, Dumb, and Ugly the door.
Sure. Can somebody please go get the ice stuff and hit this dude with it? Alright, come on. No more? Shit! We'll take the chest.
Find out what's going on.
We have a 246. It should blow us away. At 246 DPS, should probably blow everybody away.
Let's check their rooms.
Because 230 is the scaled. Anything over 230, that's actual.
Damn it. Raven's down. Gar, talk to me, bud.
Now, once this event's gone, once the new DLC drops, this will be taken off the event, and then it'll be just set for max tier gear or max tier or tier 9.
We need to warn Nightwing. Let's move it.
Yeah, there's a few game streams currently live. BSing streams. Oh, okay. I didn't know who would stream in the mornings. I get it out of the way just so I have the afternoons to do my normal shit. Like I got to run. I got to do a bunch of shit. That's why I try to get it out early. I didn't know there was actually how many. I didn't know. Like I figured. I know Delta used to do his in the morning, and I think Cypher does his in the morning, and there's other streamers. Wonder how bad this dude's murking me. Yeah, 2 mil. I'm slightly staying above the killing ground. But, dude, 2 mil. That dude is murking. I mean, he's got to be like in, Jesus, almost, if he's not at top gear, next to top gear. I still like the fact that they get the animated voice actors to do this. I really enjoy that.
Your friends murdered and dishonored.
Sure you did. You're father of the freaking year.
Of the freaking year. Block and shield. Dude, there's a ton. Live streams are what makes YT good. Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, I know there are some streamers, but I didn't know what content they covered and whatever. I mean, Twitch is always going on. But I really like the fact that they have morning streamers, afternoon streamers. You know, I really like that. If I'm playing, I'll try to stream. Is what I try to do. That's my take on it. I don't know if I like the pull. This whole build is set to, pull them into the dot, but sometimes their resistance is just because I don't have a mainly Dom in this. Got it. Yep. Oh shit, oh shit. Look at that! Look at that shit! Oh my god. It's so good. Twitch has gone full out censorships. Stay away. Oh, shut up. Did it? Well, do you think? Thank you for my warning. Forget that crap. I'll avoid that like the plague. I'll be avoiding that like the plague. Excuse me.
Now, you take control of his mechanical core, and I seize it. Deathstroke may have stolen other titans, but will still collect on Cyborg.
Have a nice trip.
No, I won't let you. Back off, creepy little creep.
Back off, creepy little creep.
Too late. System's compromised. Engaging failsafe. Sorry. I don't want to hurt you.
Anyways, gonna cook me up some grub. Catch you later. Definitely Uology. I'll probably try to get on here in a little bit, because I know you're off. I've got a lot of things to do in this game, though.
Don't worry about me. Do what needs to be done.
Nice.
Thanks. for what you did.
Excellent.
The rest of your friends and my son's contract over.
Deathstroke is gone.
Deathstroke is gone.
And you failed. Not yet.
Who are you?
Friends.
Friends.
Not too bad. I mean, this dude had max gear. I mean, he did almost 5 mil. I mean, yeah, of course. He got affinity, everything going on for him. My man's a healer, whatever.
I'm Adeline Kane Wilson, and this is
But
my
badass. Gear makes a difference. proper rotation, but is 20% of it. Like here. Woo. Woo. Okay. So, got some new stuff. We'll go ahead and we're going to make that switch. We're going to check out what we got. What do we got? What do we got? Anything worth it? No. Junk. It's getting trashed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's an upgradable piece. We'll take it. Let's check out our neck. No. So we'll take the DPS one. If it's not upgradable, we take it for the other builds. That's what we do. That's how we take care of that. That'll get scrapped as well. Okay, now we also have some currency, which is fine. We got 60 Titan credits. We got some marks of victory. Now that means we're going to make our way to the Hall of Doom really quick. We're going to go to the vendor, check out what's up, and we'll go to Titans, get some scaled gear, and that'll get our CR pushing up a little bit more. And then we'll work on, once again, trying to get our artifacts, upgrading artifacts, then work on SP gain. Because right now, like, I'm trying to get my troll is almost tier 9. So now that means I have to go SP farming soon. So, So we go down to the healing gear. Always. We're going to check it out. 75, 50. Shoulders look pretty good. Shoulders look like it's a win almost. Gloves, 50. 16. That's not bad. 65 on a ring. How much? 29. So 27. I can get the gloves and the ring. It'll scale me up higher. Right? Yeah. Between the two. Given the cost. And then I can use the Titans. So we're going to buy the gloves. We're going to buy a ring. Okay. We're going to equip. Now we know we just got that one. So we're going to replace the 134. We're going to keep that. We'll equip the gloves. Now we go to Titan Tower. I could just take teleport there. That puts me up at 163. I started at 160. Now I'll be taking a look at a couple of things when I make this call. Usually, if I can afford a weapon, I go with weapon. But if the weapon's, like, say, between 160, I won't fuck with it. 144. 144. 143. 138. Back is a definitely piece of replaceable. Back and legs is kind of what looks like as our lowest points at the moment. And the trinket. Trinket is definitely needing it, but trinkets don't give as much, but you definitely have to upgrade trinkets as well. I'll just do the thing. I hate, like, traveling, whatever. It should just take me there. It shouldn't take me to the beginning of the island, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't think, but... Nah, sweet.
I totally kicked Jinx's butt.
I totally kicked Jinx's ass. Yeah. Okay, we got Titan credit. So back, legs, some other little things. Okay.
Got anything other than talk about boring.
60 to 61. Now, how much is the back? 41. And how much is the trinket? 26. Questionable. How about the neck? $26. The mask is 19. So I could get the back and the mask.
I hope this mission is better than the last.
Let's see the mask rating. 138. Could be able to get scaled if the back provides enough oomph. Okay.
If Cyborg is such a genius,
So we'll take the back. We'll take the mask. Now we will open up the back first. Given that fact, it's going to give us our biggest piece. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I actually have to get out of here. Okay, so let me do something. Okay. Let's hope that was enough. Because it scales us up to 230, so it doesn't look like it's a bump. Now when we come down, yeah, significant. Okay, now we're going to open up the mask. It's a ring. That is a small increase. Where's my mask? Didn't I get a mask? I got a ring instead? Shit. Boy, did I pooch that. Did I pooch it? I did pooch it, didn't I? Oh well. It's an upgrade. Alright, looks good. Everything looks pretty decent. $163. So we went up a couple of points today. Nothing major, man. Pretty easy shit. It's not very hard to make upgrades in the game. You just got to be persistent. Little things, step by step. So if anybody says, you know, isn't it too late to start that game? It's like, you know, almost 10 years old. No, it's not. It's not too late. The game is not, it's never too late to get into something, man. It's just not. Okay, now hold on. There's a couple things I got to do here. So we got the neck socket, we need a back socket, and we need a chest socket. And hands. And feet. So the only thing we don't need is a weapon and a neck and legs. I don't think I need feet either. Transcendence. Chest, extended supercharge. Back. So well. I use so well. And of course, regenerative shield. I think we're all feet. I do need feet. All right. Okay, and we'll come down to feet. Waggy, give me those tiki big boys. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll get that in here. Looks good. Scott! Morning Mystic. Hope stream's going well. It's going well. I just bumped my healer up by 3. So RNG, you know, hit and miss. Hit and miss, hit and miss. But working on the healer, it's looking pretty good. Now, before I scrap anything, remember I have like DPS loadouts. So I'm going to switch up to my range build really quick. Okay, we're going to open that up, and I'm just going to scan anything. Now, this isn't ideal, but it's not my main role. So I don't typically DPS much, but I don't want to get rid of gear that might be better. See, that's 48. So I want to take a look at this. 127, 108. I'm going to replace that ring. Just little things like this will make a big difference when you have to switch to that role. But DPS should be rolling like this. I wouldn't take this. Might precision's down too much. I want to look for increases. This is a healing set, but look, my stat boost goes up in my might and my precision, so I'm going to utilize it. I'm just going to be like, hey, man, look at this. Neck, same thing, man. Looky. Well, that's my new neck, so, hey, can't go off that. Right there. See? Look at my might and my precision. Once again, very, very, very relative. Once again, got a better one, 142, 127. So we'll replace this ring over here. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good with that one. Let me check my hands really quick. Big time bump to the hands as well. So I'm going to utilize that. Just checking. Check, 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 check. Once it's been done, I'm not going to replace the augments. You are much more happier when you're not PvPing in these. So yeah, yeah. Like I said, I love Elder Scrolls in PvE. PvP is where the problem is. Because there's a lot of missed points, man. A lot of dropped balls. And it just was getting put on a back burner. That's what pissed me off with Elder Scrolls. Like, you have PvP, but then you put it on a back burner? Not really cool with that, man. Not really cool with that. But yeah, I think that's why I'm also playing this game a lot more. 134, 134 will replace. I think there was another ring somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it. Like I said, I want to look for all upgradable pieces. Like I said, DPS would have its own own ideal gear for this, modification to add mods to it. I think we're good. I can't seem to find the other ring. Oh well. Okay. Now, any ones that you have that are dedicated, then you can mod those ones that are dedicated set pieces that you're not using for both builds or loadouts. But once I do that, now we take a look, and I'm 161 CR in this loadout. I switch my loadout to my range. I'm 161. I miss you pugging over. I was pugging in here. I was definitely pugging in this game. This game's all about, I feel like pugging most of the time. Now I'm 163. Now, since I've done this, now I can scrap the pieces that I'm not going to utilizing anymore, so I'm going to salvage them. So anything that I'm not going to be utilizing now gets salvaged, and that goes towards my R&D. towards my exabyte upgrades. PvE, ESO, damn autocrat. Yeah, PvE and ESO is badass, and I still do it. I mean, well, I haven't done it lately because none of the new stuff, like, I'm not really needing too much. I think there's a few things from the new trial I still need, and then other things I don't put myself through the headache to because I don't need it. It's like, why am I going to go in there if there's no incentive? It comes back to that, right? It definitely comes back to the incentive once again. It's like, okay, yeah, it's a cool dungeon, and yeah, there's fluff, and I'm not a big fluff person. I'm like, why am I going in here? Like, what's my incentive to do such? That comes back down to that. And I feel like that's something, once again, that every company has to kind of answer or ask themselves. Like, oh, well, hold on now. I think I did. Yeah, I already did the witching event. Okay, so I'm also queued up, but I need to switch out real quick. I just need to check something. Look at that. I got the Phoenix material. So badass. So badass. Again, like I said, I'm planning on going back to Elder Scrolls. I mean, Elder Scrolls is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, of all time. This is what I wanted to check. $350,000. Okay. You planning on updating your PvE builds? I'm planning on getting on probably this week to do a couple updates. When I was on last week on the PTS, we didn't have full scale, so I'm hoping to get a couple build updates. There's not a lot, given the fact that Somerset really did, like my healer builds. The healer builds don't really need updated. Like my Nightblade tank build needs updated because everything's changed the evasion system, so that needs an update. My Nightblade tank needs a major update. Also, what was another one? A couple of PvP builds I'll be posting on. Everything's going to be about. Not to say that Shields, me and Uology was having this, or Eulogy, if you want to pronounce it, Eulogy. We're having a talk. Hello, I'm trying to trade off this watchful and terrestrial material for a different color. Are you open to trade by chance? It's always caps. I always hate that. Like when I'm like hit, like sometimes I hit my tab instead of my caps instead of my tab lock. I want to see that Nightblade tank. Yeah, that one I have to do. There's not a choice. You know, the change to the system has made it completely whatever. So there was a lot of different little changes like that became, you know, took certain builds of mine and flushed it, like completely toileted the entire concept. I was like, oh shit, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I was like, holy crap. So I got a new look also for my DPS here. I got the shield material. Oh my god.
My stolen apparitions are still prancing about the city in those ridiculous masks.
I had really good RNG.
Spirits back to hell. Oh, that insect will pay for this.
Like somebody had asked, like, where's the mounts in the game? And I'm like, you are the mount. Your super speed and your, you know, your toggle is your It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? I don't think I need a mount. It's probably those damn heroes again. It burns! It burns! Of course it burns, man. Here, have some holy water. You freaking demon. You've been possessed. I'm gonna get this other ball. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll kill him. Triborod's curse and leeching, that might be. I don't know. There was a couple things I was looking at. It's going to be kind of interesting because Nightblade still has a very strong aspect to like its buff application for the Shadow Barrier buff. So there's a couple of things that I was taking a look at, and in Nightblade tanking, you know, it's one of the very finicky tanks, but when it's done well, it's so worth it. Right? I mean, once you do a Nightblade tank well, you really enjoy Nightblade tanking. Now, the question of it is, what are they doing with the old sets that had the dodge system? Because I had an entire dodge system. Quick, mist form. I don't think I can mist form here, Ace. Get away from me, hero. Stinking heroes. Always trying to be heroes. Get away from me. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I saw that. You see what that fucker did? He took one of my balls and threw it away from me, so I couldn't fucking do it. Well, fuck you, dude. Fucking heroes. Let me fucking torture these bastards. They deserve it. Can't stop this. You can't stop this one. What are you gonna do? Throw the fucking people away from me? Go ahead. See if I care. Throw him away. Pick him up. Toss his ass to the side. I think I got a stream stalker or something. Or stalker. Holy shit. Yeah, it's definitely. I feel like I'm stream stalked. Dude, are you gonna get this? Fucking get it. I don't care. I just gotta kill shit. It makes no difference to fucking me. Alright, let's go check this out. Talus and da-da-da. Get this. The Midnight Masquerade. Have I done the? I think I've done the raids on this tune. Yeah, for this, for the weekly. I love it. People are like the graphics. I'm like, what the fuck about the graphics? Are you serious? Have you anybody still play World of Warcraft? Millions are playing it.
I'm taking over this situation. This team is now under Suicide Squad's authority. Happened to my demonic powers. Some members of Task Force X.
This game's just polished. A couple minor hiccups, you know, little things.
You must play place the crystals in the pentacle when it is time.
Absolutely. Absolutely when it's time. That's what I said.
So, Tico, are you enjoying the party?
One of the best mage blades I've ever fought use barrage. That's... What the fuck are you talking about, Ace?
I am not.
We're not talking about using barrage for PvE or PvP. We're talking about using it on a tank. PvE. Nightblade tanks. Not Nightblade DPS. We're talking about literally changing my PV. I have to change my Nightblade tank, Ace. So that's why I kind of feel like barrage, it wouldn't work for like the tanking aspect of what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying the set's bad. The set is good. But for PvE, I'd focus a little bit more on, because this... One of you guys got to come over here. Yeah, you want to get that? I friggin' love the set. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's good for PvP. PvE, it can be good. But for Nightblade tanking, I feel like there's a couple of sets that would be a better application for Nightblade tanks. Fucking cat. Can somebody get this fucking cat off me? I was talking about the set being good. Oh yeah, but we're not talking about PvP. Like PvP, it is good. It's a great set. It's good, but PvE, I don't feel like it's as good because its radius is the issue in PvE. And remember, bosses are immune to that set. Yeah, the heals are good. But like the negative effects, the boss would be immune to. So I feel like there are other sets that would be a better boon, right, for a Nightblade tank. Like the last build I had was completely dodge based, and which I dodged like fucking crazy. Like I could proc it on a boss, mobs, whatever. My proc effect on evasion was ridiculous on my Nightblade because I used Mirage, and then I used two sets, one being the crafted set from Hughes Bane. But honestly, and it worked better on a Nightblade tank than any other tank. Any other tank. The evasion system was just stupid OP on a Nightblade tank. But now evasion's changed, like completely, which makes it's not a big deal to any other class tank other than Nightblade tank. Nightblade tank, it's like, ouch. It's like, ow, 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 ow. Is it going to hinder the Nightblade tank? No, but now you're going to be forced to do like how you proc up your resistance. Boss are not immune to the heal. No. What I'm saying, they're immune to like the other negative aspect. There's like a snare or something, isn't there, applied to it? So the reduction is, it's like, to me, I'd rather get the better benefit of a healing effect. Like stats wise is good, but I just feel like the proc isn't as productive compared to other sets that I might be taking a look at. I'm not saying it's a bad set. I'm not saying it would be a bad decision to use that set in PvE. But on a Nightblade tank, I can utilize a little bit better sets to get like a better effect. You still get heals from every enemy. Right. But the thing about it is, like, We have no AoE pulls. It's a very smaller radius. You see what I'm saying? Like I can get an effect that will magnify maybe you know, some of my other I could get like, you know, another set that amplify any of my self heals. Because keep in mind, Nightblades have to cast shadow abilities, right, for their shadow barrier passive. That's something to their resistance, right? And one of the biggest things was like refreshing path, using on a Nightblade, or you know, using you know, your cloak, or you know, your ulti. There's a ton of different like abilities, and the ulti has a reduction effect. So like, for example, like I could probably go back with the dragon set for the reduction, and then maybe run up, you know, like a speed tank. Like have a resistance set, use dragon, and then build up resistance. Understand, try all options, see what you like. Well, yeah, and at the end of the day, that's what I feel like the Elder Scrolls lends to. It's like, what are you trying to do with that class? Like if like you build a tank, I build a tank, right? What are you trying to do with your tank, and what am I trying to do with my tank? So long as they both work at the end of the day, that's all that matters. That's why I liked Elder Scrolls so much. That's why I loved Elder Scrolls so much. Because Elder Scrolls had flexibility, right? It has probably one of the best flexibilities in the MMO market. That's what makes Elder Scrolls appealing. The problem of it is ZeniMax Online Studio got a little dumb. A couple of things. They made a couple of fucking hiccups. And I'm a very forgiving person. Very forgiving. But when you come out with a gimmick and you intentionally OP something intentionally, now I'm just like, fuck you. You know? Fuck you. And you didn't address, and for 4 years you kept putting PvE in the forefront, which is fine, but you don't ignore an entire aspect to your game and its community. And that to me was a fucked up decision. Refreshing patch will only heal, right? Yeah, they took the damage away. Well, and if anybody wants to blame anybody on that, point the finger at fucking Outcast and crew. If anybody wants to point the finger at that, they were taking healers. They, like, from my understanding, and this is what I've been told, I don't know if it's accurate. Like they even did like some trials without healers, using all blades, and the blades heals were so sufficient with refreshing path that they didn't need a healer. That they didn't need it. So Zos was like, okay, you guys all are gonna play without healers. All right. We're gonna take away the damage from refreshing path. Slow that down so now it only heals. So you're gonna decide, you know, hey, do I want this? Because refreshing path wasn't a damage ability. It was never supposed to be. It's supposed to be for the tank or for the healer. That's what it's supposed to be for. That's what refreshing path's designed to do. But hey, man, whatever. You know, they want to keep fucking around, and then they dictate, hey, yeah, you got to be on a mage blade and you got to use refreshing path. Okay, cool. Yeah, excellent. It makes fucking sense. Makes complete fucking sense, right? Absolutely. It's like, this is what I tell people. You shut the fuck up. You don't talk about it. I think it will change your Nightblade healer builds too, since damage healing is huge. Well, it won't change my Nightblade healing. Because refreshing path, I never banked on the damage. I used it for my buff and for the heal the group. That's the thing about my refreshing path. Now, I feel like they could have widened the radius if it's only going to heal. That's the one thing that they could have done. You know, that would be nice. But as far as damage output, I never gave a fuck about damage output. It was just a perk that, like funnel health. Funnel health, I have to, it deals the damage. My damage has to scale because the more damage I deal with funnel health, the more it's going to heal for. But I can't oversync it. Swallowed soul change too? Yeah, for Swallowed. But Swallowed, it'll be more for the DPS. Once again, funnel health. I use funnel health on, I never use Swallow Soul on my healer. Now, on my tank I do, but my tank doesn't have to worry about healing. But they did change, I think, the vitality. So I probably won't even use Swallow Soul on it at all, on my tank anymore. Because I did use it for vitality. That's why I said Nightblade tank change is huge. Nightblade tank has gotten a massive change. It got an overhaul. And the question of it is now, I'll have to come out with 2 different builds because the aspect of it is I'll have to come out with the trial build and I'll have to come out with a dungeon crawl build for the Nightblade tank. Why? Because it was just that dramatically changed. The different aspect of gameplay and what you're going to do for content is relevant. Not that I give a fuck about trials. I mean, I don't really give a fuck, but I'll make the build for the players who are wanted Nightblade tank in trials. So I'll do it. But, I mean, it is what it is. Now, if people want to sit there and try to pick holes at my builds, they can have at it all day. I mean, that's fine. I've been doing it before they did. Yeah, there's a lot. Nightblade tank's fun, man. I love Nightblade tank. Like, Nightblade was probably one of my most favorite classes to play overall. Therefore, except in PvP, when I started like getting like cheese kills, I really avoided PvP on my blade, on my blades a lot. I mean, because I mained a blade forever. I healed PvP with a blade. I DPS PvP with blades on both aspects. I did a lot with blading. Now, was I the best? No. You know, I was good, but I never tried it, whatever. Yeah, the vitality boost, right. Yep. So that's why I said I probably won't even use Swallow Soul anymore on my tank. That's why I said, you know, but, you know, I have the Sigic Order skill line. There's a bunch of stuff I can do. So I'm not too, like, pressed about it and in the overall essence. But there are a couple things that need to be done, you know, from a PvE aspect of the play style. PvP, it'll still be a pretty strong class all around. I don't literally see the you know, the gameplay being changed that dramatically for PvP. If anything, this update really kind of makes stand blades. I know a lot of people with the auto dodge kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of shit. I hear it. Aha, there it is. Like stand blades, even though the dodge roll, auto dodge system's taken out, stand blades are going to be literally caking the fuck out of a bunch of people because it has stealth. It can close the distance. So its ability to play range and then close the distance on the fly and be able to cloak back out is just going to be imperative. People are like, well, Mage Blade got a nerf. You think that's going to fucking matter in PvP? Stam and Mage are still going to be really fucking dominant because of the ability to play both sides of the field. You know? Honestly. But the problem of it is for Blades are, if they build that way, they're pretty fucking squishball. So there's a downside to it. So I don't, like I said, I don't feel like the nerf, like they need to nerf anything on a blade. I don't feel like that. I feel like the only thing they need to do is make things a little bit more like, if I don't fucking get this right, I'm dead. And they need to take the fucking ink cap and remove the fucking poison damage. I mean, disease damage, and make it physical. I've said that. The double debuff dip is bullshit. I mean, it can double dip. Like I keep trying to tell, I'm like, ink cap isn't the bitch if you get hit. And, you know, if you get hit and die, that's one thing. But if you get hit and survive, well, now you're really fucked. Because you're dead anyways. There's no recovery. There's no recovering from it. Your chances of recovery are slim to fucking none. That's the problem. So, hey, whatever. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to wrap this up. But, you know, there are players playing this game. There's players playing. Look, there are players playing this game. And that's not the ones who are having instances and everything. These are just people. Everybody's running around. It's a good game. It's solid. It's very well polished. The graphics have kept up very nice. You know, they have all of these, you know, there's certain things about the game I don't like, but certain things I love. The polish system. I like the content which the devs do. Storylines, every aspect to that. The intricacy of progression and incentivizing the continued gameplay throughout DCUO. And DC has its established player base, but at the same time, it's not hard to get into a game like this. It's just not. Is it a game for you? That's up to you. If you're a hero fan and you want a hero type game, very well could be, but the playstyle might not be up your alley. Or you might like the playstyle, but you don't like the hero theme. My point of it is there's a lot of games out there. Oh, thank you, Scott. You too. There are a lot of products out there for every type of player. And once again, it's going to be your decision why you play a product or why you like a game so much. And at the end of the day, I feel like the one commonality that all games share that are successful is what incentives are they offering their customers. Okay? Just food for thought. All right, guys, and we'll let you guys go. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. And as always, thank you guys. And have a nice day.